Hello, I'm Amanda Marino.
And I'm Ariane Johnson, filling in for Cesar Galvez. Welcome to the Panther Report, Georgia State's weekly source for campus news.
Walmart is coming closer to downtown Atlanta. This has stirred some mixed emotions from the surrounding communities.
I'm sure it has, Amanda. While opportunities to shop and save are viewed as positive, there are some other concerns surrounding communities have about this store opening.
Ariane, you're right. Some are concerned about the increased traffic problems in the area, along with many other problems that could affect nearby businesses.
Reporter Cody Long helps us sort through the community's response to the new Walmart store opening.
Two Atlanta neighborhoods close to downtown will soon see the construction of Walmart stores in their communities. Residents in Atlanta's Vine City neighborhood are excited about the new store, but some people in Decatur are riled up about the idea of a Walmart in their area.
I don't want Walmart in our neighborhood. The reason for it is we have a nice little community neighborhood here, and it won't be a community neighborhood any longer once Walmart comes into it.
About 100 people marched in downtown Decatur recently showing their opposition. They say that the local businesses will suffer and traffic will be more congested. Walmart says those protesters, however, represent only a small group. And there are still some people in the community who welcome the big box store.
Well, I think it's an awesome idea. I think it would be great. It would bring jobs over here and, of course, more people.
The developing company says that many of the businesses at Suburban Plaza in Decatur will stay, and some will be demolished to make room for the giant retailer. And across town in Vine City, this is where a 74,000 square foot supercenter will sit, along Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, in the same area where a Publix used to be before it closed in 2009. And it's expected to bring relief to an area that the mayor's office says has been living in a food desert for the past few years. I spoke with several people off camera, and they all agree that this community needs it. Mayor Kasim Reed was on site a few weeks ago to break ground in the historic West Side Village. Everyone says that this will be good for the low-income residents and for students in the Atlanta University Center and Georgia State.
I think it would be because there we have no form of grocery. The closest thing we have to a grocery center is Publix, which is a mile that way, and if you have no car, that's quite a walk with food and stuff. So I do think it'll be good for students to have a Walmart here, but it also makes the traffic heavier. So I don't know how good that'll be for the city, but definitely good for students.
And the stores are expected to bring an estimated 250 jobs to each location. Construction for the Walmart in Vine City is expected to take about 10 months. As for the one in Decatur, if all goes as planned, it will open in 2014. Reporting from Vine City, Cody Long, GSTV Panther Report.
Unfortunately, hazing on college campuses isn't anything new. It's dangerous, and as we've seen in recent news stories, it can end in death.
Ariane, you're right. There are even some recent hazing accusations against multiple chapters here at GSU.
People have mixed emotions about this practice as a form of initiation into groups. This is an important topic for all college campuses to explore and address with their student body. Tia White is here to shed more light about hazing.
With more reports of hazing reaching media headlines, like the recent death of a Florida A&M drum major whom died after a suspected hazing ritual, more students and more schools are coming down harder on allegations of hazing and misconduct by Greek organization leaders, including GSU.
I don't think we have that problem. I've never met anybody that had, hazing allegations regarding my fraternity. So regarding others, I really don't know.
Last October, reports of hazing were brought against Delta Phi Lambda sorority after potential members alleged that they were forced to perform wall sits and line up twice a week, all in identical clothing, as punishment given to them for being late. The next month, Delta Phi Lambda sorority chapter president accepted full responsibility for the allegations in an attempt to forego a formal hearing. That didn't stop the suspension of chapter's charter for 2 consecutive semesters.
I'm not sure they should actually kick off the sororities and fraternities off campus for the first offense, but if it's multiple offenses and depending on how bad they are, I think they should be removed.
Under GSU's anti-hazing compliance, hazing is defined as any intentional neglect or reckless action, activity, or situation that endangers or likely to endanger the physical health of an individual or cause an individual pain, embarrassment, ridicule, harassment as a condition or precondition of gaining acceptance. Earlier last month, the Signal uncovered a handful of charges brought against the Georgia State fraternities and sororities last semester by the Student Judicial Board.
I feel like it's all part of the process to become Greek. You have to go through some kind of struggle in order to get to that point where you feel like you've accomplished something.
Hazing is not only a code of conduct enforced by Georgia State University, but is also illegal by Georgia law. All members of the university community are strongly encouraged to report instances of hazing and other acts of misconduct. I'm Tia White for Panther Report.
I hope you made the priority deadline for FAFSA for the 2012-2013 school year.
Of course I have, Ariana. Financial aid is a serious business for college students, especially those who may not have extra help from their parents.
Good thing there are countless scholarship opportunities for all types of college students.
It's crucial for underprivileged students who may not be able to stay in college simply because of money. But you know, I don't think enough students are aware of the scholarships that are out there.
Indeed, many students opt to take out loans simply because they don't know of the plethora of opportunities. Luckily for our GSU community, reporter Shayla Farmer can give us the necessary information that can make the academic life of the underprivileged student much better.
You hear about them all the time, from your parents, advisors, professors, and even your friends. That's right, I'm talking about scholarships. Universities all over the world have them, and while many people refer to them as free money, it can be said that scholarships take a lot of time and effort in maintaining and receiving them.
Most scholarships aren't easy to come by, and with so many scholarships out there, it may be hard to choose what scholarship might be right for you. But I'm here to inform you on a scholarship for the underprivileged. Today we will take a look into what types of scholarships they have for the underprivileged and what are the steps one can take towards receiving this specific scholarship.
Do you feel that it's hard to obtain scholarships, and if so, why?
Yes, I do feel it's hard to obtain scholarships. Last year, over the summer, I applied for over 50 scholarships and received 0. So I think it's very hard.
For some scholarships, like especially the Hope Scholarship, it's not too hard to keep your grades at the right point. Sometimes it's more just dealing with the bureaucracy of it all.
Do you think scholarships should be based more from an academic standpoint or from a financial need?
I think both should be required, but I think that they need to look at more than just academics and finances. You know, some people need it and they may not have the best academics, but I mean, you know, everybody's not perfect.
Have you heard about scholarships for the underprivileged or where you would go to find these types of scholarships?
I've not heard of them, but I know that there is the scholarship office at Sparks Hall.
To find out more information on who's giving out these scholarships for the underprivileged and what are the requirements to obtain these scholarships, we went to the Scholarship Resource Center in Sparks Hall.
A student is viewed as being underprivileged if they have a low income. Normally if they're Pell eligible, they have a financial need. We kind of look at the information that's listed in our FAFSA. The student reports that information to the federal government. It's based upon income. If you're Pell eligible, if you show a desired income need, you have to be need-based, meaning that you need the money. You get a range of scholarships. The university has scholarships that are allocated, which students have to have a financial need, which generally, like I said, we pull that information from the FAFSA. Departments offer scholarships based upon financial need, and there's also external scholarships that students can apply for. Those are outside companies that offer scholarships, like Bank of America or the National Black MBA that offers scholarships for students based upon income.
To get more information on scholarships and all of the different kinds that are provided to you, you can go to the Georgia State Scholarship Resource Office, located at Sparks Hall. This is Shayla Marie, Panther Report.
Georgia State has recently had a pleasure of having Kathryn Stockett, author of The Help, come to campus as part of the Distinguished Speaker Series hosted by Campus Events. Students spent an afternoon with Ms. Stockett as she shared her experiences in writing the novel, The Help. While on campus, Ms. Stockett sat down with our own Ariane Johnson. Let's see what she had to say.
The Home Health Sanitation Initiative.
The what?
A bill that requires every white home to have a separate bathroom for the help.
Maybe we should just build you a bathroom outside, Haley.
the movie that grossed over $200 million in the international box office. It also brought 1960s Mississippi to 2011. The success of The Help wouldn't have been possible without the author of the novel-turned-screenplay, Kathryn Stockett.
You know, to be the person behind The Help feels weird. It became someone else's project when when we started making the movie, and that was a huge relief. You know, I was really nervous about having, as a white person from the South, having written a book in African American dialect and stepping into someone's shoes. So 2 years of book tour, I was pretty worn out. So I was really excited to hand the project over to Tate Taylor and get the movie made. He was my best friend growing up, so.
Like all fame, her tremendous success came with a price. Critics like writer Alyssa Rosenberg from The Atlantic weighed in saying, "The Help softened segregation for a feel-good flick."
But I will agree. I think I could have made some of the characters a little more well-rounded. I also think that I did create some very unique characters, and maybe some characters that probably would never have existed outside of the page. Like Skeeter, who's the white woman. I never knew anybody as brave as Skeeter. And I wanted to write about someone that actually tried to do something about it.
Georgia State University students who had the opportunity to see The Help had different points of view. What did you think?
After I saw the movie, I thought it portrayed a negative image on white people in general, because every white person wasn't like that in the South.
Very powerful, I think it brought to light something, a whole another side of civil rights that a lot of people never would have thought of, So I thought it was really cool for that reason.
It was real narrow-minded, but it was nice to see someone who could kind of feel what the struggle for our ancestors were back in the day, our grandmas or great-grandmas or whatever the case may be. So it was good seeing her perspective and a different light, I should say.
The question about a stereotype rattles me because often I agree with them. I believe I have written a few stereotypes. The thing is stereotypes in some ways actually exist. If you throw in just a few character traits that make someone kind of different, but the predominance of them is how we actually view people in life, I don't know. I think it's a funny subject.
As for Stockett, she says that stereotypes are merely created from reality, and The Help was her reality.
I wrote it, probably the first, 300 pages without any kind of fear, no trepidation, because I was really writing it for myself to feel Dimitri's presence again. She died when I was 15. She was the African American woman who looked after our family for 30 years. And when she died, I never got to ask her these questions that I wanted to, but that didn't really occur to me till I was in my 30s.
Critics or not, her fans will be pleased to know that she's currently working on yet another novel that takes place in Mississippi during the Great Depression. This is Ariane Johnson with Panther Report News.
Now, how excited are you to start off your summer semester?
Now hold on there, Carl. We can't be too excited.
Why not? Did you forget what we were just saying about the summer? There's no such thing as too excited.
Well, of course I didn't forget. But one thing about summer is that you must make sure to take care of your skin.
Of course, Ariane, but you must remember that always, not just for the summer. Improper care could put you at a higher risk for the cancer. How sure can we be that we're making the right steps towards prevention? Reporter Caitlin Leonard has more on how to prevent skin cancer.
According to the American Cancer Society, skin cancer is the most common type of cancer of them all. Let's go talk to fellow Georgia State students to find out what they do to protect themselves during the summer. Here we are with Brian. Brian, summer's coming up, sun's gonna be out, you're gonna be getting a tan, but what are you gonna do to protect yourself from getting skin cancer?
Well, first off, being the ginger I am, I'm going to wear sunblock. I'm going to protect myself from the sun. But also, I go out on the boat, Lake Lanier, over the summer, so we're going to buy one of those Bimini tops to protect the sun from coming on me all the time when I'm on lake. And there's not really much I can do. Me being my Irish that I am, back in the day we were just clouded in Ireland and we never got much sun cover. So that is the reason I get so much sunburn, and it's a possibility I can get skin cancer. So I'm basically just not going to go outdoors, you know.
Here we are with Max. So Max, even though skin cancer isn't the most common in African Americans, it's still very important that everybody protects themselves. What will you be doing to protect yourself this summer from the sun?
I should probably be using sunscreen, I'm thinking. Now, I don't know what type I'm supposed to get.
That's the first step. So do you think you should use a high-numbered sunscreen or a low-numbered sunscreen?
Well, I'm thinking since I'm more dark complexion that I only need a lower dosage.
Well, interesting that you say that,
Okay.
because statistics show that just because your skin is darker doesn't mean that your protection should be a lighter number. More than 3.5 million skin cancers are diagnosed each year in the United States. That's more than all other cancers combined. The number of skin cancer cases has been going up over the past few decades. The good news is that you can do a lot to protect yourself and your family from skin cancer. So as you can tell, with summer quickly approaching, what you do to your skin and how you protect it is very important. This is Caitlin Linner for GSTV's Panther Report.
Okay, Carl, spring is officially here. And we all know that with a new season comes new fashion. Georgia State's Infinite Appeal brought the latest fashion to campus with its fashion show Rain this past Saturday in the sports arena. Reporter Jimmy Liu has got more insight for us on the Rain fashion show at GSU.
We're here tonight at Rain, the most talked about fashion event of the entire semester here at GSU, thrown by Infinite Appeal, Spotlight, and RHA. Behind me we have some of the fabulous models modeling. And as you can see tonight, the crowd is here. We're packed. We have a diverse, great crowd. Let's try and get some behind the scenes looks backstage, and let's talk to some people and see how they're enjoying the show. Are you enjoying the show so far? Is there anything else that you'd like to see happen?
I'm loving it. I'm loving everything thus far. I can't say no more.
Are you enjoying tonight's fashion show?
It's cool. I guess it's a good mix of different types of fashion. You can see the different types of style people have.
This fashion show is the epitome of diversity.
So, what brings you out here tonight to the Georgia State Fashion Show?
I was in the Infinite Appeal show 2 years in a row, so I'm not in it this year, so I wanted to come show my support for the organization still. We have a lot of new models, a lot of improvement, and it's definitely reaching out to all of Atlanta. It used to be small, and as you can see, the arena is kind of packed.
If you look around, a lot of people we've interviewed said they love the diversity. Like, how are you feeling about that, the kind of crowds that you guys have been bringing here?
That is one thing that I personally said I was going to aim for once I became director, was diversity amongst Infinite Appeal, because we have a large population of every other culture and every other race, but it's only a certain race it comes out to participate in this type of stuff, you know? So I'm just really happy to see that this year everyone came out to support.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alrighty, thank you.
Now, last semester, Infinite Appeal was not able to put on a show due to the fact that it was closed down for being over capacity. This semester, they have triumphed and they have put on an amazing show from the diverse crowd to the beautiful models, the wonderful designers, and the crunk performers. This has been an amazing time. This is Jimmy Liu reporting the Panther Report from the Sports Center.
Now we move on to Morgan Mahone for your entertainment news.
So I guess it's time to say our goodbyes for this semester. It's been a ball. And in honor of our brief separation, this segment will be all about celeb breakups of the past year. Jennifer Lopez and Marc Anthony announced in a statement on July 15th that they decided to end their marriage. They did not specify a reason for the split. The two married in June 2004, and their twin son and daughter, Max and Emmy, were born in February. Lopez has been married twice before, but has no other children other than her and Anthony's twins. She and Ohani Noah were married between 1997 and 1998. Lopez wed actor and dance choreographer Chris Judd in 2001, and they divorced in 2003. Kim Kardashian and NBA player Kris Humphries got engaged on May 18, 2011 after dating for several months. They married on August 20th of that year, and Kardashian filed for divorce on October 31st, 2011. This was her second marriage. She and music producer Damon Thomas wed in 2000 when she was only 19 years old. The two divorced in 2004. Kardashian previously dated New Orleans Saints halfback Reggie Bush and wide receiver Miles Austin. Demi Moore ended her marriage to Ashton Kutcher on November 17, 2011, weeks after reports of his alleged infidelity surfaced. The 33-year-old Two and a Half Men actor married Moore in September 2005. In mid-October, a 22-year-old woman named Sarah Leal told Us Weekly in a video interview that she and Kutcher had a one-night stand. She said he told her at the time that he was separated and added that her life has been a mess ever since the incident. Kutcher and Moore did not comment about the alleged incident or about the state of their marriage directly at first, but posted cryptic messages online. Kutcher appeared in a video that showed him blasting the media and the way people can bastardize the truth, but strangely, he appeared in the clip without a wedding ring. Russell Brand filed for divorce from his wife of 14 months, Katy Perry, on December 30th, 2011. Brand cited irreconcilable differences in the document, which were filed in a Los Angeles Superior Court. Perry and Brand were married on October 23rd, 2010 in a traditional Hindu ceremony in Rajasthan, India, where Brand also proposed to the singer. The two began dating in September 2009 after the singer performed on the MTV Video Music Awards that were hosted by Brand. They have no children together. In February of 2012, the two reached a divorce settlement. Perry's signature on the documents included a smiley face. Enough about celebrity breakups. Now let's move on to our campus and local events.
Hey GSU, Miriam Girls here at Zoo Atlanta. 2012 not only welcomed a new baby golden lion tamarin monkey, but is also set to open the new Twiga Terrace and start the new Wild Encounters experience. Let's take a look at what it's all about.
President and CEO Raymond King of Zoo Atlanta held a press conference and excitedly gave more insight into the new world of Twiga Terrace and Wild Encounters.
Behind the scenes, where it used to be you had to be, have some connections to get in, now, the general public will be able to come and for, an upcharge, be able to go behind the scenes and, talk to the keepers of Komodo dragon, elephants, panda bears, and learn all about how they're trained, how they live, the challenges they face in the wild. So it's not just go feed the animal. It's literally anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour program where you come away knowing just about all you can know, as an amateur about that animal species.
I'm here at Twiga Terrace where zoo goers can pay only $3 just to feed the giraffes, but it looks like they're not really wanting to come over today. I'm here at one of the stops for the Wild Encounters. We're here with Kelly, an African elephant, and we're trying to feed her lettuce. Hopefully she'll take it, unlike the giraffes.
They'll eat anywhere from about 100 to 150 pounds of food every day. Most of that is hay and straw. These guys are strict herbivores, so they eat a lot of plant material, grasses, leaves, things like that.
Besides encountering the African elephants, the other two options of Wild Encounters at Zoo Atlanta are with the great pandas and the Komodo dragons.
We're at the Komodo dragon exhibit, where it is also part of the Wild Encounters experience. We're about to go behind the scenes and feed the Komodo dragon mice.
You can get through right about there, just push it all the way through.
Alright, it's time for snack time with Slasher. And there he goes.
Zoo Atlanta is better than ever with the new behind-the-scenes experiences. Twiga Terrace costs $3 per guest. Feedings run daily from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Wild Encounter feedings for the great pandas takes place every day from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and costs $150 per participant plus zoo admission. Wild Encounters with the African elephants takes place daily from 1:30 p.m. to 2:15 p.m. and costs $75 plus zoo admission. The Komodo dragon feeding takes place Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays
from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. The cost is $35 per participant plus zoo admission.
There you have it, GSU, the new Tooga Terrace, and a look at behind the scenes of Wild Encounters. They are both open now, so make sure to make a trip to Zoo Atlanta this spring. Zoo Atlanta even offers a special college student discount. For more information on Wild Encounters, Tooga Terrace, and ticket pricing, make sure to check out zooatlanta.org. Reporting from Zoo Atlanta, this is Miriam Trigueros for GSTV's Panther Report.
Shoeless 347 Grill is looking for individual gamers to participate in its Xbox tournament featuring NBA 2K12. Players are invited to participate in the qualifying round on April the 14th beginning at 12 p.m. where individuals will go head-to-head for a chance to participate in the championship. Finalists will be invited to the championship tournament at the Microsoft Store located in Lenox Square Mall on April the 21st at 2 p.m. Teams will compete for grand prizes, including a cash reward, Shoeless gift card, and an autographed basketball by members of the Atlanta Hawks. Registration is required and can be done at Shoeless 347 Grill or at the Microsoft Store at Lenox Square. Now it's time for our sad goodbye. For the last time in spring 2012, whatever you do this week, Panthers, have fun and stay safe. My name is Morgan Mahone, and that was your Panther Report Entertainment News.
Hello there. This is Ari Johnson filling in for Chanel Walker. For all you sports fans, we've got a special athletic announcement. Georgia State University has just accepted an invitation to the Sun Belt Conference. GSU will play in 2013 as a provisional member and then will immediately be eligible to compete for championships. Go Panthers!
With today's announcement, the Sun Belt gets bigger, but more importantly, gets better with the addition of Georgia State.
With our re-entry into the Sun Belt, we look forward to adding value to the conference, and we look forward to the gains accruing to Georgia State as a full member institution in the Sun Belt Conference. There's every reason to expect that today's announcement will yield significant benefits for both the Sun Belt Conference and for Georgia State for many years to come. And at Georgia State, we're particularly excited about the leadership and vision that the university presidents and Commissioner Benson are providing the Sun Belt Conference as we look forward to the future.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the last episode of the Panther Report. On behalf of GSTV and the Panther Report, we want to thank you for a wonderful season, but we won't be gone for too long. To watch us, tune in to Channel 91 in University Housing or streaming online at www.gstvonline.org.
If you missed an episode and want to catch up, or if you're watching an episode one time isn't enough, you can turn to our YouTube channel, GSTV Panther Report, to watch all episodes of this season and past seasons. Again, thank you, GSU, for tuning in to Panther Report every week, and we hope to see you fall semester.
Until next time, I'm Ariane Johnson.
And I'm Carl Eckertzel. Good luck on your exams and have a great summer at GSU.